So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our IEEE Day live stream. I am Mariam Daudi, a pure cybersecurity engineer, and I am the animator of today's session. So today we'll be exploring the theme of career acceleration through IEEE, insights from a senior computer science member's perspective. So we are excited to have with us Dr. Huda Shakiri, a distinguished assistant professor of computer science, a PMI ACP certified professional, a Tech Women Fellow, and a senior IEEE member. I am confident that Dr. Shakiri's guidance will be invaluable to our audience, especially those aspiring to excel in their engineer careers. So please join me in welcoming our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Huda Shakiri.
Hi, Mariam. Hi, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. Good evening. I would like to share my screen. Let me see.
Yes.
I have organized some slides. Okay, just let me. Okay. Can you see my slides?
No, not yet.
Okay. I probably need to upload the whole file.
Okay, maybe.
Do you see now? You see them now?
No.
It's uploading.
No, not yet.
It is uploading. Let us give it a few minutes. Sorry for that.
No, no problem. We are waiting for you.
Should have tested before. How many attendees do we have so far? Do you have any statistics?
I don't have any statistics right now.
Okay, no problem.
I can't see it.
Okay, probably what I can do, I will just start while the slides are uploading, and then probably if we, because it's loading.
Okay, no problem.
Finish, I can, yeah. So just hi everybody, good evening. I'm really happy to be here with you. I apologize for last week because I had some urgent meetings to deal with, last minute emergency that I needed to deal with, and I was not able to join. But hopefully today I have joined, despite the fact that I have an exam. I'm giving to my students an exam in a few hours. So just bear with me. I will try to be as concise and precise as possible.
We appreciate
Before going further, I would like to share first my experience, my background. As Al Akhawain University, and at Al Akhawain University, I'm an assistant professor of computer science, but also I also lead two programs in computer science: the Master of Science in Big Data Analytics, where we recruit or we have students from different backgrounds. That holders of bachelor's degree in computer science or mathematics to pursue a master degree in big data analytics. I'm also managing a program for Bachelor of Science in cloud computing and big data analytics. Do you see, now do you see the slides?
No, not yet. Yes,
I
yes.
think now, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's done.
Yeah, I mean, I also, yeah, as I said, I teach computer science at Akhawain University. Mainly, I teach software engineering. Also, I teach agile software engineering and DevOps, and I teach a master level course, which is agile projects management for graduate students. I have also other responsibilities, which is the founder and shareholder of Enhanced Technologies, a well-established company specialized in developing and digitizing government processes in Morocco. In IEEE, I have I'm sharing the Morocco Women in Engineering, of course, IEEE Morocco Women in Engineering Affinity Group. I am the current chair. And also I am a member of the committee or subcommittee of education and outreach at global level. Just to give you some background about the IEEE Women in Engineering Morocco section or Morocco Affinity Group. It's a group, affinity group, that enables women, girls in STEM, whether they come from university or from the industry, to have a platform to help them grow professionally, and also collaborate in terms of research and innovation in all STEM-related fields, whether it is in general science, engineering, technology, or mathematics. So this is a very good way to collect and to have women collaborate together to advance technology for humanity. It was it was launched or first launched in the affinity group chapter in Morocco was launched in 2017, and it was mainly founded by the esteemed faculty members. I need to give credit to those esteemed female from different universities, both in Morocco and in the US. Professor Dalila Shraidmi from l'École Mohammediyya des Ingénieurs, Professor Leila Bilhlima from l'École Mohammediyya des Ingénieurs, Professor Houda Ben Brahim from l'École l'INSIAS, ainsi que Dr Lemia Ben Hiba de l'INSIAS, Dr Hanan Al-Hinnawi, docteur en informatique, mais aussi elle travaille à l'office d'échange. Dr Hind Lemharhar qui travaille au ministère des Finances. Dr Bouchra Bouqta qui est senior project manager à Microsoft aux États-Unis. Dr Kautar Al-Maghraoui qui est principal research scientist à IBM Research. Et moi-même venant de l'université Al-Akhawain. Et à l'époque où j'avais démarré le Affinity Group, j'étais encore doctorante à l'université Dar el-Behrez de Fès. Donc, je viens presque près de chez vous, l'EST, c'est ça? Pas l'EST, c'est la FST. L'école nationale de l'ingénieur de Fès, c'est ça? L'ENSA, voilà, l'ENSA de
sciences
Fès.
appliquées, oui.
Les sciences appliquées de Fès, exactement. Donc maintenant, actuellement, notre équipe, c'est-à-dire de l'Affinity Group, moi-même, Dr Safa Bourhnen, qui maintenant spécialiste en tout ce qui, c'est-à-dire elle fait sa recherche dans tout ce qui est high performance computing, elle est installée en Europe. Dr Btissam Latachi, qui est maître assistante avec nous à l'université, qui enseigne l'informatique, et mademoiselle Mriem Jebran, qui était à un certain moment la chair de la student branch à l'université Al-Akhawain, et qui a intégré après sa graduation de l'université, son bachelor, et a rejoint le groupe de Women in Engineering. Et bien sûr, ceci dit, c'est une équipe, c'est pas une équipe restreinte, c'est-à-dire tout volontaire, femmes ou hommes, venant de toutes les IEEE student branches tout au long du Maroc. Voilà. I'm sorry, I switched to French. Some of our successful past events include the IEEE Women in Engineering International Leadership Summit that we have organized back in 2018. Later, we have also co-organized with the Arab Women in Computing chapter, Morocco chapter. We have co-organized the annual International Arab Women in Computing event that was back into 2019. Back in 2020, we have organized the second edition of Women in Engineering International Symposium that was held back in Agadir. And then we have successfully run multiple webinars for some period of time, which was named AI Tech Talks. It was between 20 and 21. You can infer from that that this was during right after COVID time, where we had this possibility and option of doing or running webinars instead of running physical conferences and tech talks. But last year we have run successfully another edition of the IEEE Women in Engineering Leadership Summit that took place here in Ifrane. And that also offered the hackathon for sustainable around sustainability that enabled multiple teams from different schools in Morocco to develop their solutions to solve sustainability problems. This was around some of the past events that we have organized. Now, I mean, you can see here that in IEEE or being part of the IEEE family enables you to do multiple aspects, and it is very important to be involved within it because it enables you to access to networking opportunities, and this is something that I leveraged to my career since I joined the IEEE back in 2014. It means 10 years ago. It gives you access, of course, to resources if you are multiple resources if you are doing research, but also to resources in terms of databases, contact people that will help you to leverage or to increase or to advance your career in engineering. Of course, there are multiple career development programs that you can join and that you can benefit from as long as you are part of the IEEE family or you have a membership. Of course, it shows you, I mean, you learn through being an IEEE member how to be leader in your group, whether you are running a big chapter or you are running just a student branch or being part of a student branch, small student branch. It helps you develop your leadership skills, but also your volunteering skills, because you know that you have exams, you have courses, we have work, we have responsibilities, we have families, but still volunteering is part of our learning path. And by volunteering, by giving from our time, we also acquire knowledge, acquire skills that probably we will not have if we just go to classes and pass tests or go to our work and do usual tasks. So this is part of the learning and things that can help you in your career. Of course, being member help you to develop your technical skills from one side, but also your soft skills. And here by soft skills, I mean communication skills, English, because it's an Anglophone family, management skills, time management skills as well, management in general. For example, you consider like just organizing this webinar needed some management. You needed some communication between you and me, between probably your team members, and then an arrangement for who will be organizing the flyer, who will be posting, what is the frequency, etc. So it enables you to, this is just a small task. Now, if we are talking about big events that you organize, it means that you will be acquiring those time management skills, but also communication and managerial skills. Of course, you have the possibility to attend global events and conferences because you have a kind of how we call that, like some stipend or some scholarship that you can access to be able to attend the conferences, especially if you are publishing in those conferences and those global events. There are multiple scholarships and fellowships to which you can also apply, especially those that are targeting women. Those are the ones that I was exploring recently, that you can also access and for which you have high chances to be accepted if you have good academic records, but also if you have good volunteering records, and also if you know how to organize yourself and to develop your skills into looking for those scholarships and also to apply to them. Scholarships, fellowships. One of the importance of course things that can help you is mentorship and guidance. Mentorship and guidance that does not mean a senior member mentoring a junior member or a student. Mentorship can be peer mentoring. It means you are mentoring. You are mentoring each other. Serving, for example, I can mentor some students, but I can also seek for mentorship from other peer members or other fellow members. So mentoring does not mean necessarily from old to young, but rather any type of guidance that you can acquire from either fellow members, people that have much more experience than you, or just by those that probably had the experience of something different than you had. This is regarding why is it important to be a member and what kind of involvement you need to have. And I put really a big line under volunteering. Volunteering is the key. You volunteer your time, you will get reward from it, or you will get something from it. Of course, how this helped me, it helped me drastically, or it was an instrumental key point or turnover in my career. When I joined IEEE, I was not a student. I was a PhD student. I was doing my thesis, but I was also an entrepreneur. However, it just like helped me to develop my research skills and get to know more researchers, get into the field of software engineering and research, and also having access to technical societies, to all the resources, to the webinars that were offered. All this variety of research or resources helped me into developing my career since I had joined IEEE back, as I said, back in 2013 or 2014. Some key advices. I don't want to get much. I already reached 20 minutes. Some key advice for students. You are probably in the end of your academic journey, like almost being an engineer. And this, it is very important to be involved in all the activities, but don't forget that you are still you will be still starting in your professional journey. And IEEE also ecosystem can help you develop this part of your career. It means that it's not only for research or for researchers, it's also for those who want to develop more their professional journeys or their careers after they graduate and then they enter the job market. Be part of any type of community that be based on your interest, and it should not necessarily be technical. There are plenty of activities and communities that are more humanitarian, more pitching for either gender focused or humanitarian or for sustainability or for climate change. So this will help you make sense. It will make sense to whatever you are learning in terms of the technology and how this technology will be serving your community or your country. Of course, remember that your career is not just technical skills. You need to learn technical skills. You need to be a good programmer. You need to be a good engineer. However, later, it's the relationships that you will be building and the experiences you will be gathering that will be shaping your career in the future. The best engineers do not necessarily have the best careers, and also the best communicators do not necessarily have the best careers. So you need to have both. Both you need to be sharp and well educated technically, but also you need to establish good relationships with members of your community, but also different people that you will be meeting in your journey. So building technical skills in addition to network that you will be establishing around you. I mean, just to finish or to sum up, lifelong learning, technology is changing drastically, and you guys have experienced that recently with generative AI and how it changed our education, the way we are seeing things, etc. So never say that I'm done with studying, I'm done with learning. You need to be a lifelong learner. Be curious, explore new topics, even if they go outside the perimeter of your skills. Be open to listen to others. Collaborate with teamwork is very important, because when we will be entering the job market, people that work together and alone will not be able to go far in their career. So teamwork is very important, and also be open to change. It means be agile into accepting that things can change, and you need to be able to adapt. I am a good example of that. I was an entrepreneur, and then I am a faculty member, and probably in 10 years, probably I will become again an entrepreneur. Who knows? Adapting yourself to situations of life, but also be open-minded to embrace change is very important in your career. I hope I was not too long. I am ready to hear your answer to your questions, and answer anything that you have that you would like me to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. The presentation was full of insights and experiences and information. Thank you so much. So we have a question in the Manal Armel asked, can you share specific experience where your IEEE network played a crucial role in advancing your career or project?
A project?
Yeah.
A specific project? Probably no. However, for example, I have organized the IEEE Leadership Summit back in 2018. And as soon as I applied for it last year, I was immediately granted approval. And I was granted approval for organizing that. Not only that, I was solicited by other communities to co-organize other IEEE events. So it does not, probably there are no direct link between one and another. However, this has helped. How it's advanced as well. Being able, for example, when I was an entrepreneur and I joined the IEEE community, I had the chance to meet faculty members or researchers that were operating in the same field where my company was operating. And I had the chance to get some insights from them and also learn from their knowledge and apply that later in the products we were developing in the company. So this is kind of things that I can think of now. Probably I can think of other things later and let you know about examples later.
Yeah. So how can networking effectively lead to career opportunities?
Of course, networking is a very pivotal. Suppose you have two applications that have the same qualification. They both have the same qualifications. However, one of the applicants, you know him either through a conference where you met, either through a hackathon that you have seen him pitching a project or something like that. But when you see the CVs and you see the certifications, etc., probably they have the same quality in terms of technical skills. You will be privileging the one that you know. In general, you have tendency to privilege or to go and to be open to those who we know, and rather than those we don't know. So networking is part of that. It means getting yourself known, and also know other people will help you advance your career, because you will have opportunities to access things or markets or fields that you did not have the chance to access before.
Yeah.
It means kind of building a network around you that will help you acquire either jobs or project opportunities or research opportunities, etc.
Job market in general, yeah.
Job market
So,
in general, exactly.
yeah. So how have IEEE resources and certifications contributed to your professional growth?
IEEE resource, of course, when I need a paper, the first thing, a research paper, the first thing I explore is IEEE Explore. I mean, they have a huge database of papers, but also a lot of researchers in many fields. So this is the first thing that I explore, and I have all the time the chance to, even if I don't have access, to have someone from the members or from the people that I know that have access and probably can share with me the resources. So this help. Other resources is the Collaboratec, where you can access different profiles of researchers, of engineers that you can contact later. And as I said, be open to contact people, be open to, it does not mean that someone does not answer you, that he's probably not interested. Probably people have different agendas, work agendas. So don't be ashamed of asking for help, and just try. If people do not reply or just say no, we don't want to help you, that is fine. I mean, you try again, and you will find someone who will support you, or who will be providing you with help later.
Yeah. Just you have to keep trying.
Keep trying, and don't stay without doing anything towards a problem. Yeah, look for opportunities, scholarship opportunities, but also look for people who are operating in the same, or who are trying to fix a problem that you have at.
Yeah. So a question for the comments: with the rise of AI and emerging technologies, what skills do you think will be the most valuable for the next generation of engineers?
Prompting. Prompting,
Yeah.
for sure. Prompt engineering will be the first skill that will be needed from engineers. It means knowing how to use generative AI ethically and efficiently. So, because these are just robots, bots, kind of models that we train them, and they are trained on specific prompts, on specific data, and you need to have them answer questions based on your context. Of course, you need to be also domain experts, build expertise on specific domains. And I'm talking here about computer science, but when you deal with computer science, it solves problematics in different domains. It can be banking, finance, health, agriculture, whatever. So when you target a domain, build expertise in that domain, because even AI will not be helping you to acquire this knowledge about this targeted knowledge about the domain. So yeah, even with AI will eliminate some jobs, but will create some others, especially those that are related to human nature.
Yeah. What specific certifications or programs would you recommend to aspiring computer science engineers or pure engineers? Yeah.
I cannot give one by name. I don't want to do publicity for some certifications, but there are plenty of cloud certificate. Any cloud engineer certifications are recommended. AWS, Google. I mean, DevOps certifications are very now very deep, demandé, très demandé. It means that you develop your skills based on those. I mean, you can develop your knowledge and pass the certification for those in those areas. That would be good. Testing is something that probably students do. Do not they do not like apply to those kind of, or do not go through those certifications, but these are also very good certifications. I would say also project management, but project management, you need to have some experience before passing the certification in project management, but still agile, like Scrum, I don't know. I mean, there are plenty of certification. I don't want to do some publicity to those that provide them. But yes, it is very good plus. It is very good plus, especially that now you can learn before passing the test just from your computer, from your home, and you can do all the learning by yourself at your pace. And then once you feel that you are ready, you can go and pass the certificate.
Yeah, just you have to have a laptop and internet, and there are a lot of opportunities. Yeah. Okay, a question from the comments. Could you share a story of a woman in tech who inspired you and the impact she had on your career or perspective? Yeah. An interesting question.
Women in tech. By the way, when I got my baccalaureate, but it was back in 1993. At that time, we did not have access to all internet resources that you have, guys. The first time I touched the computer was back in 1999. This was the first time I just to prepare for my master thesis at that time, the DESA, the Diplôme d'études supérieures approfondies. So I did not had a close person. The only poster that I had in my room, my bedroom, was Einstein's, because I was studying physics. But it was not my first inspiration. It means my role model. However, later I was inspired by many women in my life, especially when I traveled to the US. I attended the Grace Hopper conference. I attended it twice, once in 2012 in Baltimore, and again in 2015 in Houston or Boston, I don't remember. And I met many women in technology, including my friend Kautar Al-Maghrawi from IBM, and then my other friend Bushra Bouqta from Microsoft. Those were my we have the same age, probably or close ages, but still they have a credible careers, and they were driving my career. And I'm still looking at them as big role models in my life.
Yeah. Another question from the comments. What role do you think failure plays in the journey of entrepreneurship, and how can aspiring entrepreneurs cultivate resilience?
Can you repeat the question? The first part of it?
Yeah. What role do you think failure plays in the journey of entrepreneurship, and how can aspiring entrepreneurs?
Yeah, now I can read it. Okay, what role do you think failure plays? I mean, of course, a journey of an entrepreneur is full of failures, because you are not guaranteed to succeed every single project that you are starting. Of course, failure make you resilient, make you learn from the failure. It gives you a lot of feedback about what kind of mistakes you have done, but also how you can solve problems if you face same problems if you face them later. So failure plays a big role in making you resilient, as long as you are resilient and you accept failure and you do not get disappointed by this failure. You need to be able to also overcome and take advantage from whatever experience you got from this failure, and move on, and move on with your life and get experience from that failure.
Yeah. Please, what opportunities do you see for engineers to contribute to these fields through IEEE? Fields means initiatives. IEEE initiatives.
Can you repeat?
Okay.
Because I cannot see it here.
Yeah. What initiatives have you seen within IEEE to promote diversity and inclusion in STEM fields?
Well, initiatives, the affinity groups is the biggest example of inclusion. I mean, affinity groups, whether it is countrywide, we can have an affinity women in engineering affinity group in each country. Within each section around the world. We can have also within each student branch a women in engineering student branch regarding inclusion, gender inclusion. But those initiatives, for example, when we run a women in engineering affinity group, it does not mean that we will be addressing gender related problems. We can also solve sustainability problems. I don't know. I mean, climate change problems, any type of problems that our country or our community is facing. So this is from the perspective of gender. However, for inclusion in general, I know that there are there is a big initiative in IEEE initiative that is called humanitarian activities. Those are targeting communities that have specific needs, including like access to minimal, I don't know, access to water, access to electricity, access to education. All these aspects can help provide help through technology to people who does not. If you learn technology, you need to make also benefit other communities benefit from that, because we are privileged, because we are living in probably big cities where we have access to internet. But do you think have you thought about those that are living in rural area that do not have access to internet, that do not have access to proper education? So those are things that you can also run as small groups and make it beneficial to small people, to small communities in the rural areas. Yes.
In your opinion, what are the benefits of participating in the global IEEE initiatives?
Yeah, there are plenty of benefits. You have access more opportunities to networking opportunities, access to networking opportunities than just participating in local events or local initiatives. So participating in the global initiatives gives you the possibility to meet people from other cultures, from other countries that are facing different challenges than yours, but that can help you to get more knowledge and to brainstorm or get out of your comfort zone. So yeah, I mean, of course, it is a big help to if you participate to global initiatives, in addition to the local initiatives that you have. You can start with local initiatives and then aspire to participate to global initiatives.
Yeah. A question from the comments. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self when you were just starting in your career, what could it be? Yeah.
Well, I can see that I do not regret any of the mistakes or failures that I have faced in my life, or decisions that I have faced through my life. But I can give one piece of advice to my younger self, but also to my old self, is listening more than talking. I tend to talk more than I listen. So probably this is my piece of the advice that I keep saying to myself, and I say it to also my kids. I have a 15-year-old and 11-year-old boys, two boys. I mean, 11 and 15, and yeah, God give us 2 ears to listen more than talking. So this is probably the thing that I will be giving to myself.
Yeah, and when we talk about communication, we talk about good listening. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
You have previously talked about global conferences and events. Could you give us some examples of conferences and events?
I've attended conferences, IEEE organized conferences in many countries in Africa, like including South Africa, Europe, in France. So those are global. Those are organized by IEEE sections around the world. So you can, based on your expertise, you can apply. For example, if you are working on a research paper or a research topic, you can write a paper and submit to one of the conferences. There are plenty of conferences organized worldwide now. And if your paper gets accepted, you can travel, present your paper, and share what your findings with fellow IEEE members. Global conferences include also those annual events that are taking place. For example, I can talk about the IEEE International Leadership Summit, organized global each year in the US, not the one that are, for example, the one that I organized last year. These are satellites of the IEEE Leadership Summit that is organized in diverse regions, like Region 8, they have two each year, and Region 1, etc. But there is one that is global, that is taking place each year in June or May. And it has, I mean, I never participate to it. I mean, it coincides with periods where I am very busy, but I really, this is something that I would like to attend, and this is very known, and it creates a platform for women in technology from all around the world. And yeah, I mean, it's very good. And of course, there are others that exist. Probably I don't have them on the top of my mind, but you can just Google global IEEE. There is the like Melican, plenty of initiatives, either regional, it means that based on region, like Region 8 and Region 8, it's all Europe and Africa. And there are those that are worldwide or global.
Okay. Manal Armal, yeah. Another question. How do you see the role of data privacy and security evolving in cloud computing? And what should students keep in mind as they enter this field?
Well, it's not entering this field. I mean, you are putting your data at stake when you are communicating with ChatGPT, and probably giving it access, or generative AI, and giving it access to all your data. I mean, the cloud computing probably do protect your database on the cloud service provider, but as long as you are giving part of your data is hosted in the cloud, there is no privacy in there. This is why this is something that should be decided or kind of governed at the government. I mean, it's country level. It means that we need to have Moroccan strategies to protect, to have sovereignty of our over our data. For example, I've been working for hosting data of government institutions in Morocco. I never thought of putting this data into the cloud whatsoever. Even if I had very restricted resources, the servers sometimes were not working, the computer performance was not that good. However, I never thought of renting a server in China or India to host government data, because ethically I know that these data should not go outside the country. Now, probably there are some entrepreneurs that do that, and cannot. I mean, this is something that should be managed at the level of the country, and strategies for. I mean, making sure that data is kept private and protected should be part of this government strategies.
Okay. Please, you have talked about volunteering opportunities. Where can we find these opportunities related to IEEE?
Well, you are volunteering your time in this NSAF student branch, aren't you? Are you
Yeah.
getting paid? Do you get paid for
No.
what you are doing now? So
No.
this is what I mean by
Yeah.
volunteering. So any type of small event or big event that you can do is volunteering. It means as long as you are doing something without getting paid for it, this is what we call volunteering. So you can do it as small as the one that you are doing now. I am giving from my time, you are giving from your time to share and exchange. But you
Yeah.
can also join. I mean, sometimes I was asked recently to join this committee of education and outreach at global level. I joined. I'm giving from my time. And if you would like to help me, we will be organizing webinars in the November, and we need some students to help us do some flyers. If you have time and you have the capacity, join us, and I'll give you tasks to do, and
Yeah.
you will be volunteering your time.
Yeah.
So volunteering is just doing things to the benefit of humanity to the benefit of your community without getting paid for it.
Yeah. Other question and comments. What are the most promising career prospects you see in cloud computing and big data analytics for new graduates?
Cloud engineers are very highly top prospects. Data analysts, data scientists. You develop your skills in these, and project management. Of course, you need to know how to manage, how to manage projects, but also do some business analytics. It means or business analysis. It means knowing what, for example, you are developing IT solutions. You need first to understand what kind of users you will be serving before developing those solutions, because now generative AI can help you generate code automatically, but the understanding of your users, this is something that you need to know how to do. No generative AI will understand your target users, or they can assist you, but they can help you, for example, generate questions to ask your users, but will never understand the context or the needs of your users. So these are things or skills that you need to develop by yourself.
Yeah. Okay, waiting for other questions in the comments. Please, if you have any questions to ask to our esteemed speaker. A question, yeah, what strategies do you think are most effective in mentoring young women in technology to help them navigate their careers?
The best strategy that I can say to anyone that I mentor is not giving you advice. I can have you shadow me. You know what is shadowing? Shadowing is following, sitting in my office, seeing what I do. Probably this will help someone do, understand how you reached success, how you do in certain situations, how you behave, etc. Mentoring strategies, there is no strategy for mentoring. It just comes from the heart. So however you feel, you can give advice. There are mentors that will give you advice. There are mentors that just will listen to you. For example,
Yeah,
you just tell me what are your difficulties you are facing, and I will be listening to you without giving you any solutions. Because if I let you talk and express your needs, you will be finding or express your problems, you will be finding the solutions yourself. So it depends. Each mentor has its own way of giving guidance or mentoring the fellow students. Yeah.
Other question, what are the biggest challenges you've faced in starting and growing a tech company, and how did you overcome them?
Well, the biggest challenge is resistance to change, because introducing new software or new technologies to a paper-based or paperwork system is very challenging. How I face them is just by going smoothly, by being agile, by being open to listening, by trying to adapt and develop the software from the perspective of those who will be using it, and also by providing training and support after the software is being released. It means we never let down our clients or our people with whom we worked after we will sell the software. I mean, even if we sell the software and we get paid, we still provide support and mentorship and training, etc., to our clients.
Okay. Please, if you have other questions.
That is okay. If there is no more questions.
Yeah, other questions.
Well, energy engineering, frankly, it's not my field. Energy engineering, I mean, energy is a big problematic now, especially in Morocco. Anything related to green hydrogen or anything related to green energy anyways, because especially in Morocco, we are now good producers of green energy, but still we have a lot of a long path to go. So any skills that you can develop in this field would be very important. Cloud, you said cloud. We would like to have more data centers in Morocco, but data centers also consume a lot of energy. And if you can find any way to have those data centers reduce their consumption of energy, that would be very, very, very good.
So that's related to energy engineering. Yeah, final question, please. What unique qualities do you believe separate successful entrepreneurs from those who struggle, particularly in tech?
Chance. You know what is chance? La bonne étoile. Sometimes it's not because of the quality. Of course, good entrepreneurs need to be resilient, need to be open, etc. But sometimes it's not because of not being open or not being resilient or not being. It's because you are not. You don't have enough luck. La chance. La bonne étoile. I heard that, by the way. I was just starting my company, and I was in Fès, d'ailleurs, some event organized by the CRI de Fès, the Centre Régional d'Investissement. And at that time, they brought a multi-entrepreneur. At that time, he was very old. Probably now he must be some retired. And we were young entrepreneurs sitting in the table and talking, etc. And we were asking questions like this. And he said, il faut aussi croire à la bonne étoile. La bonne étoile, c'est vraiment la chance. And there are things that you can do everything, and there is no luck. I mean, you are not lucky. I mean, it does not mean that you need to work hard. However, sometimes even if you work hard, vous n'avez pas de chance. Sometimes la bonne étoile is there.
Vous gagnez rien.
You need to be lucky. You need to be lucky sometimes. This is, I believe, the quality that you can have.
I think other question?
It will impact. It will impact because now, especially with generative AI, digital transformation is already impacting Moroccan market, but also now with generative AI, we will be losing some jobs. And I mean, there are some jobs that will be changing, and you need to have these qualities of how to use artificial intelligence, how to have it assist you in order to be able to enter the job market. So yeah, I mean, it will be transforming it drastically. Now, how? Nobody knows, because this is something that we are trying to expect. Nobody knows, and but I believe that's because when I got my bachelor, my first master's degree, it was just the boom of internet at that time. It changed many things, and it helped many young. At that time, I was an engineer. It helped me a lot. Internet has helped me a lot develop my career. And I believe that generative AI will be helping a lot of engineers now build their careers. But you need to know how to use it
Yes.
to your
So,
benefit, of course.
yeah. So thank you, Dr. Shakiri. Thank you so much. We
Welcome.
appreciate you taking the time to share your experience and insights with us today. Thank you all to
Thank you for the
join us.
invitation.
Yeah. We look forward to seeing you in the future IEEE events.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.